Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Hopefully the glare is not too bad on this one. I know that I could have shut the window, but it's really nice here, and I wanted to have the window open, so I'll do what I can to clean it up in post, and if not, there'll be a little bit of a glare. But anyways, this is Steve, or Blank, take your pick, and today I'm going to go show you the things that I picked up at Midwest Gaming Classic 2019. My video right before this one, or two before this one, was me going through what I'm looking to pick up at Midwest Gaming Classic 2019. And I have to say, I actually did a pretty decent job finding some of the stuff on that list and some unexpected stuff. So we've got a good mix of stuff, actually, a few imports, some non gaming items, things like that. So I guess we will just dig right into it. Why don't we go ahead and start with the non gaming, or not the non gaming, but the non video game items. And then we'll go into the various games that I picked up. All right, so the very first thing that I want to show you here is actually a promotional t-shirt I got, and that is for Donkey Kong 64. It's a little wrinkled up from the travel, but I'll go ahead and I'll iron out um, the logo and everything so it looks good. And this is for the FuncoLand Donkey Kong 64 Banana Club. So this was, I believe, a pre-order bonus from FuncoLand if you pre-order Donkey Kong 64. I think you got a couple other things too, like you got a keychain or maybe some other like promotional materials and stuff like that. But I just loved the artwork on this shirt. I thought it was so cool that I figured I'd pick it up, and honestly, it could just make a really good display piece. So yeah, that was really cool. I have so many fond memories of going to FuncoLand back when I was a kid, so it was nice to get something from FuncoLand. The next non-video game thing that I picked up is this really cool set of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Topps trading cards. And these have like bits of information and artwork from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, different like various pieces of key artwork that you'll see all over the place, like Sonic with his finger up, things like that. There's some of these cards that come from the different stages that are really cool. So yeah, this whole stack of cards was only a couple bucks, and so that's really cool. I love collecting little random bits of ephemera and stuff like that. So those are awesome. And the last non-video game or piece of a video game is the book Power Up: How Japanese Video Games Gave the World an Extra Life. This is Chris Kohler's book. Chris Kohler was at the show at Midwest Gaming Classic 2019. And he was nice enough to throw in a postcard and sign it. So I've wanted this book for a while. I like Chris Kohler's work, so I'm looking forward to reading through that. And then we get into the games. So the first one that I picked up for the Sega Saturn is Legend of Oasis. Legend of Oasis is the sequel to Beyond Oasis, which I just played through last year. And yeah, this game has always looked really good. It's kind of hard to track this one down in nice condition, I feel like. It seems like it's always got a really roughed up spine or something to that effect. And this copy's not perfect, but it is pretty good condition. This is one that was on the list, so excited to pick that up. Next was really cheap. I got this as a throw-in when I bought that Donkey Kong shirt. This is Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse and the GameCube. I know nothing about this game, but Disney games have a tendency to be not bad, so I figured I'd check it out. The next one here is Newtopia on the TurboGrafx. This is one that I was looking for specifically for the TurboGrafx. This is kind of a Zelda-style game. And there was a vendor that had not just TurboGrafx, but some PC Engine stuff. So I picked up this on the TurboGrafx, and then actually I grabbed a small stack of PC Engine games that have been on my wish list for a while. First is the Legend of Phantasm Soldier. This is a remake of the original Valis game on the PC Engine. Like the Valis games a lot, so went ahead and picked that one up. And then two shooters, which if you have not seen them before, you should definitely look up videos for because they are delightful. That is Cho Aniki. Look at those guys on the back there. And the sequel, I believe it's Ai Choaniki. But these are side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups that star burly, muscly men and have all kinds of very interesting boss designs, enemy designs, locations, you name it. It is very quirky. Choaniki is kind of a league all on its own, so if you haven't seen anything Choaniki before, definitely check those out. One random PlayStation 1 game that I picked up, and that is 40 Winks. I think a lot of people recognize this one because it was recently kickstarted as an unfinished Nintendo 64 game, but years ago it did come out on the PlayStation, so I picked up that one. I don't know much about that game other than it's kind of like a Super Mario 64 alike, and I like platformers and stuff, so I figured it's very cheap, why not give it a shot? And then kind of the big stuff that I picked up. Two of these were on the stuff I was looking for list, and one of them was a game I've wanted for a long time. And yeah, now's the time to have fun here at Midwest Gaming Classic, so I picked all three of these up. First one is Harvest Moon 64. Very excited to have Harvest Moon 64. Like I mentioned before, this is on the list that my friends and I are playing through games from. And this is, I'm told by many, many people that this is the best Harvest Moon game, so I'm excited to give this one a shot. I'll probably be playing this one here within the next couple months. On the Super Nintendo, I was able to get a copy of Soul Blazer. And this is complete with all the posters and map and everything. Soul Blazer is an action RPG published by Enix and definitely one of the better role-playing games on the system. I have played this one years and years and years ago, but it's been a long time and I've wanted a copy of my own, so I picked it up. And Breath of Fire. Nice to own the original Breath of Fire on Super Nintendo, finally. So yeah, those were kind of my big main purchases from the show. I did get a couple other things that I'll show very briefly. And those are some boxes for games that I already own. So I said that the thing on NES that I was really looking for was boxes for games that I already had. And I was able to find 3 of them. There's a guy who was kind of selling off his collection piecemeal there, and he was selling the boxes for really good prices. So I got Little Nemo the Dream Master, and actually I found a manual for this at the show too, so this one is complete. Got the box for Daydreamin' Davy. Weird game. Not one many people talk about, maybe not one many people should talk about. And King's Quest V. A little bit of a sticker up there, but not too bad. So yeah, that is 3 more games now that I have the boxes for. And that is everything I picked up at the show. Midwest Gaming Classic was a lot of fun. I didn't have a lot of time actually to chat with many people or do a whole lot. I was only there for part of one day. And between shopping and a couple of panels that I attended for Jeremy Parrish and Retronauts, it was a pretty stacked day. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun at the show, and I will go back again next year. And I think I did pretty good in terms of what I picked up this year. So, definitely, if you went to Midwest Gaming Classic, let me know if you picked anything interesting up. Put it in the comments, or let me know if you have a video up. I'd be happy to look at it. And, yeah, feel free to hang out, stop by for the next video. Appreciate you sticking it all the way through, and until next time, bye.